And we're live, baby. I think we're live.
I can't. How are we going live after telling me this information, man? I'm still trying to digest this stuff.
I've been telling you, bro. It's just real.
I've been telling them too. I've been telling them. You should put it up on the screen right now. Go open up the Disclosed TV Twitter.
All right, guys. Officially, we got another one. Got some monkeypox going on.
Guys, stay safe. Stop the spread.
Stop the spread of monkeypox by the World Health Organization.
I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E.
World Health Organization declares another crisis of monkeypox. Whoops. Time to get jabbed again. It's that time of the year. Get back in line, plebs. Your daily dose. Organic. Somebody said super chats. I ain't no pleb. I don't need no super chats. Fuck that shit.
You save one?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you didn't get any last stream.
Yeah, I don't need any money. I got plenty of that shit. All right, we gotta get these. This chat box. Gotta move this thing up top. How do I? There we go. Anthony, make sure you Anthony, my mod, he said my family's scared about the pox already.
Your family's a bunch of bots. I'm sorry. You cannot. Don't let them brainwash you. I'm sorry. Your family's stupid. No offense, but yes, your family's dumb. Don't let them tell you what to do. And if they excommunicate you because you didn't get a jab too, bro, let them cut you off because this is fucking dumb. Anybody who believes in this is fucking dumb. We need to stop. No, bro. Seriously, we cannot tolerate this. This is stupid. This is stupid. If you believe this, you're a fucking idiot. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Other people are going to be nice about it. If you believe in this shit, you're fucking stupid. Sorry, what were you? Oh, sorry.
And it's been what? 3 months since the last one? That's what they're gonna do, bro. They gotta keep you afraid. They gotta keep you freaked out. Keep you in a room. That's the name of the game, baby. While they take over the world. How do we fix this chat? How do we get this chat going? Can you help me fix this shit? Gotta get the chat box here. They're not showing up. Or are they showing up? Why are they weird like that? Yeah, all right, spam the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta see if this chat shit's running.
It's working. Yeah, it's working properly.
All right, spam one if we're gonna have a good session today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's run it. There we go.
Someone said read the Twitter comments. What do you think people on Twitter are saying? How many people, chat, do you think are falling for this already?
All right, let's look at this. How many people do you think? Bro, I guarantee this shit's about to be nuts. Let's look at the official page. People on Twitter are pretty woke. The use of lockdowns? Already, bro?
Let me tweet.
People are waking up.
I need to send a link to the stream.
This shit's... We're about to go in today. We have a public announcement. Public health service emergency.
Stop the spread.
Stop the spread. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on. We got to go to the...
How are people this dumb to fall for this?
I know.
Monkeypox?
Did this guy put anything out? Let's see. All right, nothing from him. All right, so this just came out 1 hour ago, ladies and gentlemen. We have the official... Accordingly, I've made a set of recommendations for 4 groups of countries. Monkeypox, reported cases the last 21 days. Human-to-human transmission, of course. They don't want to keep you next to other people. That's the name of the game, right? Human-human transmission, not a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for another one. We are in for another one, ladies and gentlemen.
Posting live. But people need to...
People got to tune in, baby. All right, let's check this out. Stigma and discrimination are never okay. Bro, look at this. Now they're saying that stigma and discrimination is never okay. Disease can affect everyone. Now they're playing the race card and the discrimination card.
Because it only affects gay people?
If you don't... I mean, it's a sexually transmitted disease. It's crazy. In solidarity, not
so you're
stigma.
homophobic?
Let's look at this.
Solidarity? We got a lockdown out of solidarity?
Stigma definition.
Dummies, bro.
A mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance. So you could not be against this, all right? They're already playing you the propaganda card. You see it in front of you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is pushing to the next one. And what do you have right here? You have the little snake around the world. We know that. It's a classic one. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a great stream today.
Wow.
And now, okay, guarantee you this guy has a gay voice. How much do you bet that this guy right here has a gay voice?
Solidarity.
How much do you bet?
I bet too. Solidarity.
Let's play this. I bet you, bro.
Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, yo.
How that vaccine actually works. Oh. A snapshot. Oh. Sir, and then at the comments, sir, you are a genius. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's so obvious. The game is so obvious. So obvious. That is the name of the game. All right, somebody said the video is quiet. Let me up that volume again. Let's play that again. Does the dude have a gay-ass voice? Do we know it?
You may have heard of
I didn't even hear it, but I could see him. I don't even have headphones on again. Because monkeypox solidarity and stop the spread. And make sure to put on a mask. Lockdown.
That is effective.
What a gay-ass dude, bro. I knew it. Look at this one, bro. We knew we started with the COVID. Now we started with this. Now we got the little monkeypox. Look at that shit, bro. Look at that shit. Right in front of your face. Dingling everything in front of you. Dingling everything in front of you, baby. Yeah. It's the name of the game. You gotta play your cards right. You gotta play your cards right. You need to, if you don't see it at this point, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not see how you are being played 24/7, then I don't know what to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is over. That is what they're telling you. The world is over. They destroyed the economy. They took all the money. They emptied the treasury of every country. They bankrupted half of the world. And now they said, you know what? We got another half of the world to bankrupt. Let's do some monkeypox.
But how many people at the same time do you think are going to fall for this? Like at the same time, we're in this and everybody here is aware how dumb this stuff is. Bro. But at the same time, like your family, Chad, how many of your families are already scared? How many people are going to get brainwashed by it? And it's so obvious. It's so obvious, but that's how controlled people are.
So the last time it was masks. This time you're probably going to have to walk around with butt plugs. It's a guaranteed. You have to walk around with butt plugs because if not, the monkeys are going to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is coming to an end. The World Health Organization. Who the fuck is the World Health Organization? Like, what the fuck is that? I didn't approve of their verdict. Did you?
No.
Okay.
Name one person in the World Health Organization. They just have a Twitter account and you just believe them?
Hey, we have too much evidence that COVID, right? We have too much evidence that COVID was a fraud, right? An absolute fraud. So now let's introduce something else. That's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The game is to keep you busted, disgusted, and distracted. Busted. Look at this man. This man can't believe it. This man's been
I've been saying this. I know this was coming. I've been saying, everyone's like, why are you still talking about the pandemic in 2022? Because you dummies, it's happening again. That was the trial. Now you gotta shove shit up your ass. First it was your face, then it's gonna be your eyes, now your asshole. It's not stopping. They want you to stay inside, give us all your money, don't say anything, quarantine, stop the spread. They manipulate you with fear. It's so blatantly obvious and dumb! You are so dumb! You are so dumb!
Ladies and gentlemen, not only that, but on the top right, on what is happening around the world, what do we have? Oh, the U. Oh, the U. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Western sanctions against Russia. All right, there we go. We got another one. More bombings, more nonsense, more craziness. Then we have some random bitch that is pledging solidarity. She has done nothing. Ukraine's president accused of violating agreements with Moscow, blah, 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 blah. All right, so this is the news we got in today. Top Ukrainian officials accused of spying on Russia. All right, so we got Russia, we got monkeypox, we got COVID, we got a ton of bullshit happening, and the name of the game is to keep you busted, disgusted, and distracted.
Broke and scared and dumb inside your house, doing nothing, covering your face, but stopping the spread.
And you know what they hit you with this one? Oh my goodness.
This is what they put on Twitter trending.
Kylie Jenner, 17-minute private jet is a climate disaster. She hardly the 1% flying private.
They've been doing this ever since Britney Spears. Every time they drop a new something else, they give you something else to distract you. Kylie Jenner, climate change. I'm mad about this. This is what you're supposed to be mad about. It's so clearly brainwashing right in front of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to send this link of the stream to one individual.
Everybody text your family member right now. Your R-worded family member. Send it to them right now, the stream, because they're so dumb. You know somebody who's going to be, but I'm scared. Send them the stream to wake them the fuck up. I'm sick of this. Aren't you sick of this? Do you want to do this again for another 2 years, sit inside?
Another
I'm
2.5 years sitting there. Crippled up, double masked up, triple
face
shield, bodysuits, eating fucking Twinkies, eating Krispy Kreme, talking about health,
watching
preservation
AOC's
of wealth.
Instagram lives. You're so dumb. Send it to somebody who's dumb. Really, they need to wake up. We need to wake people up, bro. The revolution, deadass, we need to start a revolution.
The revolution has begun, and now the next step of the revolution,
because we can't fight back, really. We just need to get people to be awake to this stuff.
I need to figure out now what the next step is, bro. I need to look at some financials to see what the fuck is happening.
This is some millionaire shit, because he's aware.
With the money printing stuff and figure out how we can make money. Because this is a money-making opportunity. As the drones get smacked in the fucking mouth, as the drones get locked up in their house, we're gonna get rich again and again and again and again, over and over. We're not here to change the world. We're here to make our bag, pull the people out ready to be unplugged, and then the motherfuckers that don't want to get unplugged, so be it. They can go watch Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians on whatever platform they're on now. They can go get triple jabbed. They can go get boosted every 3 months, and they can end up looking like fucking Zuck. That's what they're gonna. Hang on, I'm gonna pull this up.
Someone
I guarantee you,
too, because there's 360 people
whatever,
here. How many dumb bots are in here? Like, but no, I'm scared of the monkeypox. Why are you yelling at me? How many bots do you think are watching this, hearing this information right now, and are still gonna do whatever the government tells them what to do? There's so many of them. It's insane to me because it's right in front of our face. It's blatantly obvious, and still many people. Most of you will fall for it. Most of you will do that.
Most of you are gonna end up like this. This is what you look like. Health. Health. This is what you're gonna end up looking like. This is you. This is the future. Do you think this guy
Look at his
controls
eyes.
Facebook? Look at this man.
Look at his lizard eyes.
This man's distressed the fuck out, bro. This man's distressed the fuck out. That's what happens when you play the big leagues. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Luke Belmar. I have my co-host today, Sneeko, the legend. If you guys aren't following Sneeko, at the Sneeko on Instagram, at Sneeko with an H after the S. He's popping off on TikTok. You've probably seen him. If you've seen,
just look up Sneeko on TikTok. Just look up Sneeko. I'm shadow banned on everything, but they can't stop the movement. We need to start an information revolution. You think it's just about like clout or money? Bro, I'm broke. That's why I'm here learning from him. This guy's smarter than me, so I'm learning from him. We need to start an information revolution. We can't. This is the revolution, because we're not going to fight back. They're going to keep doing it regardless.
If not, you're going to end up like this.
Can you ban fucking this retard? I'm sorry for saying that word. Can you ban this idiot saying wee waffles? Just get the fuck up out of here, bro. You're so dumb.
Let's
so dumb.
Anthony, can you
ban Carlos? He's so stupid. There's bigger stuff going on than your fucking sad nerd not getting any pussy, bro. There's another pandemic right now.
Let's see. All right,
you have to do it on YouTube.
All right, you can go there on YouTube. You can run that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're covering 3 videos today that I want to share with you so that you do not get here. Change the scene real quick. So that you don't have to go through a terrible situation over the next 2 years. Here's the thing. Here's the reality situation, ladies and gentlemen. Over the last 2 years, a lot of you guys have not only been finessed, you've ended up poor, you've ended up in worse health, you've ended up more disconnected from reality than you've ever been before. And if you do not think that they're going to do it, it was so, look, 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago,
Put it up.
what's
It's happening
trending?
right now.
4 minutes ago, trending. Who declares monkeypox a global health emergency? Again and again and again and again. Look, do you think they prepared this video? This shit's been prepared ahead of time, ladies and
A
gentlemen.
public health emergency of international concern.
What is he saying?
Accordingly, I have made a set of recommendations for
Bro,
4 groups of
This
countries
dude's the one that's scamming you on your
Thursday
fucking
of
spam
this
calls
week
on the internet.
to review the latest data and advise me accordingly. I thank the committee for its careful consideration of the evidence and issues. On this occasion, the committee was unable to reach a consensus on whether the outbreak represents a public health emergency.
Who is the committee? It ain't you, it ain't me, but they'll lock you the fuck up if the committee decides. Who gave these people power? Well, they're experts. They went to school. They studied. Bro, the entire system is rigged against you. If you do not think that power and money destroys you, that one sex tape, that one blackmail cannot put any motherfucker like this in a situation where he can have to say anything that he wants. Do some research on this man. Do some research on this man and you'll realize what a fucking crook he is. You'll realize it.
Of international concern. The reasons
And you know what they do, bro? They give you a nice suit and tie. They give you a nice scenario. They build you up the propaganda to make you feel what?
Director General.
Of what?
Of what?
the committee members gave, thank the emergency committee for its deliberations and advice.
Blah, blah, blah. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. All right, we all know the name of the game.
53 minutes of nonsense. What does he say the whole time? Can you
Let's read the 53 minutes trying to convince people. Dude, this is trending. This is trending. This is what everybody is going to be seeing right now. 16,000 cases, including 5 deaths, global risk emergency, time to get jabbed again. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's look at the latest here, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started, this was breaking, so make sure you invite a few people.
No, send this to your bot family. Send this to your bot friend who's gonna fall for this bullshit. Wake him up. Wake him up.
All right,
Fear
so we got this
mongering,
drone.
man. It's fear mongering. Look at that. Just show pictures of graphs and whatever.
And now the soy boys, you know what they're putting? Okay, I disagree with massive amounts of the food production and the system of how it runs, but you know what they'll tell you? The problem is the meat industry. That's why there's monkeypox. Ain't no motherfucker eating fucking monkeys unless you're in some place in Asia where you can't eat food, or if you're in Africa. Most of the world does not eat fucking monkeys. All right, so here we have the dates, baby. Look at this. This is how they try to smack you.
How many people
single
even
day.
died from? Did anyone even Chad, do you even know any? This is a world health emergency. Name one person with the monkeypox. Name one person who's died. If it's actually a pandemic, wouldn't you know somebody? Wouldn't you see something going on? Everybody's fine. All of this is just information you see on the internet and you all believe it like drones. You're so stupid if you believe this. Genuinely. So stupid. Bro, name one person with the monkeypox. Whoever doesn't believe me. All the bot who you sent this to in your family, who's scared. Oh, I'm scared. Name one person who's got it. You can't.
Yeah.
You cannot name one person. But it's a pandemic? How stupid can you be? Because you read some stupid shit on Twitter? Why do you believe this information?
And this is the shit that they put you. This is where they get you. This is where they get you. This is where they want the mob mentality, and this is where they want to pressure people into doing the bullshit. A key message that must lie at the heart of the global response to the escalating monkeypox outbreak, all the more following the Director General's declaration of public health emergency. Viruses don't discriminate. Neither should any of us.
What? It's homophobic now. You're homophobic
If you do not have monkeypox, you're gay. You're gay. If you not have monkeypox, you're gay. That's what they tell you. You're homophobic, transgender, queer, anti-black people if you do not get jabbed by the monkeypox and then triple jabbed in the ass again for your boosters. All right, that's what they tell you. All right, you're anti-gay, you're anti-black people, you are the China virus, you're a racist. All these things. Solidarity, not stigma. Why? Because now they want to propagate that if you do not support the consensus that they're trying to push, you are.
Some of the chat said
racist.
96% of people who have it in Europe are gay men. So why do I need to lock down because gay guys can't fucking keep their dicks out of other men's asses, bro? What does that have to do with us?
Here you have Bill Gates. Here you have the weirdo. Here you have Fauci, and here you have the drones. The drones right here. The drones of the system.
But they're keeping the monkey safe. They're keeping that baby safe. They're stopping the spread.
Protected. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started. We got 3 videos we want to cover today. Hope you guys are having a great day. Spam in the chat 1, and
I think we should stay on this a little longer before you get to the videos.
Let's stay on this a little bit longer.
This is breaking news. Like this is 3 minutes ago. This is too. The fact that you went live right when this started, it's too precedent to just switch.
Monkeypox outbreak constitutes a global health emergency. The rapidly spreading monkeypox outbreak represents a global health emergency. The World Health Organization's highest levels of alert. Okay, I want to do some research on this dude, bro. Can somebody, Anthony, send me some links on this guy if you have anything that we can do some research on this guy, please. But now, guys, this is a general consensus, a general push by the media. You're going to see it. The moment it starts trending on Twitter, it's trending on purpose, okay? It's trending on purpose. And I want to make one point not only clear, but extremely clear. Look at this shit. Bro, now within 10 minutes, they know where all the cases are. How the fuck do you know the cases that are in goddamn Algeria, bro? They're tracking everything that you do 24/7, 48, 72 hours, 86 hours, 100 hours, 24/7. You're absolutely getting.
There's none in the United States, right? There's like.
Who knows? Oh, one case in the U.S. There you go.
Global health emergency because of one gay guy.
There you go. That's the name of the game.
One
That's
guy
what they're
got
trying to
fucked
play.
in the ass and traveled to America, and now it's a global health emergency because one gay guy couldn't keep a monkey dick out his asshole.
And this is what he says. One dude, I have decided that the global monkeypox outbreak represents a public health emergency of international concern. So,
who is this dude?
One individual,
decides the whole world.
Dictates everything. One guy that looks like a fucking dork that it should be cleaning your fucking toilets or cooking your kebabs. That's the name of the game. I have decided. Unbelievable.
I've decided the whole world needs to do what I say. And you will do it. Most of you who are bots, most of you don't think, most of you won't make it out. For those of us who will, pay attention, because I don't want to stay inside anymore, man. I'm young. Bro, we're in our 20s, and 2 years of my 20s were wasted inside doing nothing.
That's the name of the game. Monkeypox, baby. That's the name of the game. This is the new one. COVID is gone. COVID is out the door.
Because it got boring. You guys got bored of it. They tried to do another variant, you know that, but just everybody got too bored of it.
It was too obvious. It wasn't original.
Spicy. It wasn't trending.
It wasn't original enough.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's not going to get the influencers to tweet about solidarity and not discrimination. Right. Do you guys know something really interesting?
All the celebrities are going to start saying.
All the celebrities are going to start pushing this. 1, 2. All the celebrities get rounded up by the GOV around the world and are told to push narratives. Why? Because they are now the new propaganda machine. The new propaganda machine.
Well, John Cena. I like John Cena.
And The Rock Johnson. Don't forget The Rock Johnson.
LeBron James told me to go.
He has a nice smile. The
Rock is ripped.
He is ripped. Therefore, he knows everything.
I believe him because he goes to the gym.
What about Will Smith? He knows how to bitch slap. I know for a fact if he posts something.
He stands up for his woman.
Yeah.
And he's a Scientologist.
What about Tom Cruise? I think Tom Cruise. We should listen to him as well.
I like his movies, so I'll do what he tells me to do with my body.
I think that's fair. I think you should. Yes. I think you should be listening to what Madonna puts out in a tweet because clearly she knows what's best for the world.
Mm-hmm. I like her. She's always been. I like her face.
I like it too.
Her.
She looks a little bit like a demon, but to each their own. Ladies and gentlemen, the monkeypox outbreak is official, right? They're telling us.
Can we
look at this. Look at the first comment right here. Look at the first comment right here. Look at the first comment right here.
We need a mandatory V word and lockdowns to prevent another COVID disaster. Drone.
Unbelievable.
Click the profile. Like, what is their life?
I don't know, some gay superhero shit.
Is this a bot account? It's a real person? I hear voices in my head. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do hear voices in your head.
They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
You're gonna listen. You're gonna let these people shame you into injecting shit into your body, you fucking dummies. Can we start telling people that if they got the booster, they're fucking dumb? I've been waiting to call you dumb for like a year, but it was too. But now because of the monkeypox, and we're gonna do the same thing. Can we call you fucking dumb? You are stupid. If I got a booster, dummies.
Oh, and don't forget, Biden, right? He got jabbed twice. He got boosted, and now guess what he's got? He got sick again. Sick, guys. You gotta get boosted again. The guy's got fucking dementia. Dementia, ladies and gentlemen. Dementia. That's what this guy's got. All right. So, monkeypox now pushed. Here we go.
But you know what the thing is? Can I say something? Like if you guys don't know who Luke is, if they're coming in from my social media, wait, go back to the camera. If you don't know, Luke is smarter than me. Like Luke can objectively look at me and call me a peasant, and then what most of you do, because you're all dumb and bots. Not all of you. A lot of you in here are smart. But you'll be like, why would you be so mean to me? But he's smarter than me. He's made way more money than me, so I listen up. And you know what they're afraid to say? A lot of these smart dudes who've made it out of the Matrix, who realize how fucking bot-minded all of you are, they all think most of you are genuinely stupid as fuck. But they don't say it because they don't waste their time yelling at you. That's me. I'm the voice of that. Y'all are dumb. And booster! Monkeypox, you're so stupid. And you know what they all think that? The people who have made it out, who are not in a position of control, who just have money and entrepreneurs, they all think the same shit. Most of you are bots and you're stupid. If you talk to like the people who have made multi-millions during the pandemic while you were inside, do you think that they got the V word? Do you think they injected it? They all didn't.
Nope.
None of them. Stupid.
Nope.
You're stupid. But they won't tell you because they're focused on their own life.
The rich guy hasn't paid his taxes. Ooh, the rich guy lives in a safe haven, has all his assets spread across the world. The rich people do not pay taxes. The rich people do not pay taxes. Do you understand that the tax code is thousands and thousands of pages long, full of loopholes created by individuals to propagate and enslave humanity and for them to continue, yeah, but by Trump's tax returns, leak his tax returns. Nobody gives a fuck. They keep you focused on the petty bullshit so that they can continue stealing from you, continue stealing you from your freedom, and guess what you're gonna do about it? Nothing. And the reason you're not gonna do anything about it is because you're a little pussy ass bitch. And guess what? You ain't even mad about it. Oh, my $8 gas. I guess if it goes to 10, I'm gonna pay my $10 gas like a pussy ass bitch.
He's right.
Every single time. They could put gas at $20 fucking and you could do nothing about it, bitch. Zero. They could collapse the entire food economy. They could collapse the entire energy system. All of it. They could shut down the internet, put you some fucking EMPs, and you'd be done for. You rely on the fucking grocery store. You rely on the internet. You rely on your vehicle. And if they take away all those three things, you're a worthless piece of shit. That is the truth. You are a substanceless, worthless piece of shit. And once you understand that and you become humble enough to realize that, guess what you're going to do? You're going to change. You're going to change. But unless you're willing to recognize that, you're always going to get fucked. That's the name of the game. The strongest person wins. How many times do I have to repeat myself? In society, the strongest have always conquered. The weak have always been subjugated, destroyed, and enslaved. It's obvious. And now they're trying to push you with this fucking bullshit. Monkeypox declared a global health by Bill Gates funded World Health Organization. Let's play this video, bro. Shall we play this video?
Yeah.
Let's see. Zoom that shit out.
Don't say fuck the bots. They're lost. It's not they're just dumb.
It is what it is.
You can't hate them. You just need to get out yourself.
Yeah, you just got to do what you got to do.
Brought smallpox to 10 airports. You know, how would the world respond to that? You know, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, you know, I'd say is will get attention this time.
Of course it's going to get attention, motherfucker, because you
Look
guys
at
are
that
going to push
smile.
it.
Do you see that
Look
smile?
at this guy. Look at this guy.
Dummy!
Looks like I'm going to make a couple more billion on this bitch. Yeah, easy money, baby. Easy money. He realized that if he could push, you know, if he could push very simple things like viruses on Windows and then offer the antivirus, then he would get rich.
You can do the same thing with your health.
The same thing over and over and over again.
Wait, explain the antivirus thing because you told me that.
Yeah, so guys, I want you to do some research as to the first viruses that were created for Windows and then who's brought forth the first antiviruses, right? So you have the same internet thing, then you realize, well, guess what? Maybe I can just go to Africa where I'm going to use all these little African kids as test subjects, insert them with a ton of jabs, where there are a ton of experiments. Do your own research. Same thing with the Hillary Foundation, the Clinton Foundation in fucking Haiti. Do your research. They use, and no, we care about black people. You know, African Americans, freedom, you know, equal rights. What is the new one now? We don't just want equality. We want equity. Like some bullshit ass, gay ass comment that means nothing.
To make you feel good and like you're part of something.
And then they give you some bitch ass vice president that has no understanding of how the world works, and you do a little bit of track record and research about her, and you realize that she's been putting dudes behind bars for petty ass crimes for the last 20 years, but then she has some bullshit ass comment regarding how she wants to protect people and black people and people of color, and then we have unfortunate events like the events of George Floyd, and everybody goes crazy, and the reason you go crazy is because it's spread on your television. But you don't understand that these guys are propagating this at a global scale, 24/7, getting rich as fuck while you do nothing about it. And that is the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. So as the news continue to develop, we'll keep you guys
And I'm not trying
posted.
to be a dickhead. I mean, I am because then you won't listen. And it's blatantly obvious how stupid you are. But the reason you need to be angry about this is because so many people will fall for this nonsense again. And I'm just tired of people shaming you into believing this stuff. Because that's how they manipulate you. They manipulate your empathy. That's the easiest thing to get at.
They want you to be a part of the system. That's what they want you to be. It's a part of the system, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they want you to be. It's a part of the system. A system that pushes you to...
We have Jordan Welch in here. Jordan Welch is a very successful... He just had a very successful e-commerce. And you guys should listen to him. You should listen. You should genuinely listen to people who make more money than you. Jordan Welch makes a lot more money than me. Do you think Jordan Welch, and he won't say it because like, you know, people need to like uphold their business, everything. Do you think he got this? I haven't asked him. But people who make money are successful and aren't slaves to any system, they don't listen to what the fuck they're telling you to do. They work for themselves. He didn't get that. Do you think Jordan Welch is he's in the chat right now, the verified comment. He had his first 100,000 day yesterday. Do you think that he's going to quarantine? Do you think that he's going to believe the lockdown? He might have to. He might abide by the restrictions. But is he going to go on Twitter and shame people for not doing monkeypox? What do you think?
You don't care about others.
But what about you? Need
You
to
don't
stop
care
the
about
spread.
others.
But mobilize voters, and if progressive people get in office, then we can all get.
You voted. You did your job.
I have a sticker.
Your vote counts. Anytime you hear this bullshit, these 3, 4, 5 word things that are easy to remember, realize one word: propaganda. Propaganda. That's the name of the game. Television, to tell a vision. It's in the fucking word. The person that controls the media controls the narrative. People go to work from 9 to 5. They don't know why they go to work. They don't understand why they go to work. They just go to work because every other person goes to work. And then they're in a situation where they get back home and then, well, let me turn on the news, see what's happening around the world. Let me see what's happening around. Let me see why we're bombing Iraq again. Oh, well, I hate these Middle Eastern fucking terrorists. You don't know shit about shit. So let's get educated today, guys. I want to show you guys a couple videos.
Jordan Welch said, I got the card though, and then Gagey said 100K keeps the jab away. I'm COVID free for 2 years.
Jordan said COVID free for 2 years.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
It's all good, bro. I don't give a fuck. Let's run it. All right, first video. This is called the Mr. Freeman, guys. We're gonna be dissecting these videos. I'll let you kind of control the mouse since you're like kind of faster with it, and let's get started.
Leaders of planet Earth, if you have found this, it means that at least humanity has survived. Those of us living back when this was made have no idea what you've done with the world. We understand that you are under enormous pressure. The pressure to try and institute change from inside of a thoroughly corrupted system. But you made the choice to be a leader, and with that decision comes responsibility. So right now, speaking to you, as the insanity pushes us closer to the precipice, I want you to look in the mirror and say how you acted upon the oath you took. Did you take the sacred power granted to you to simply play the part of a game show host in another season of Eat Shit Laugh? Did you keep preaching about the rule of law while those seeking justice were mocked, ridiculed, or even killed in jails? Did you keep telling us how our economies were growing as you lined your pockets at the expense of massive inequality that crushed the standard of living for your country's workers? Did you keep dumping crap into the earth and sky until there was nothing clean to eat, drink, or breathe? Or maybe, just maybe, you said enough is enough, and you finally decided to fight the madness. All we wanted was law, order, and freedom. Was it really too much to ask? That people practice civil obedience and actually follow the laws that they pass? Were all your words about...
Do you think the guys that are out here passing laws actually fucking follow them? Do you think that's the case?
They're good people, though.
Yeah, of course. They love God. They're men of God. That's the name of the game. They love God. Do you think that they're out here actually obeying the things that they pass? They pass them to keep you a fucking slave, a puppet. They line their pockets. They get rich while you get poor. Guys, every fucking major institution and company got either bailed out or massive loans over the last few years. What happened to every mom and pop shop? What happened to every mom and pop shop? They got fucking shut down. They went bankrupt. They got destroyed. They got robbed. And in the process, you thought that somehow you were a safe person that was doing the right thing because you listened to an institution that you don't know anything about, who runs it. You were just indoctrinated to believe that they know what's up, and the truth is, you don't. You don't. And the moment that you think that you're out of the matrix, you're back in it.
Pockets at the expense of massive inequality that crushed the standard of living for your country's workers? Did you keep dumping crap into the earth and sky until there was nothing clean to eat, drink, or breathe? Or maybe, just maybe, you said enough is enough, and you finally decided to fight the madness. All we wanted was law, order, and freedom. Was it really too much to ask? That people practice civil obedience and actually follow the laws that they pass? Were all your words about freedom and democracy nothing but empty marketable slogans for baseball caps, bumper stickers, and coffee cups? Were your elections actually free, or nothing but rigged dog and pony shows? So which was it? Did you keep your oath? Can you proudly show this artifact to the world as proof of our progress? Can you? Or have you decided to keep this to yourselves, along with those files on UFOs? Leaders of planet Earth.
On UFOs, part 2, baby.
Very clear. You're nothing but a pawn, and you'll remain a pawn until you play. The rules are clear. Take what they give you, give away what you have to, and the difference is yours. The question is, how big is the difference?
Are you really intending to win?
Well, why not? There are lots like me, and we're the actual players. Because on one side of us are the real cattle who let TV do the thinking for them, while on the other is power who believe that we are shit and feeble-minded cattle. Over in the barn, they want us to take care of them. But a long time ago, they gave up on themselves, and now they won't lift a single finger. While those...
You're a lazy motherfucker. The reason they're taking over, the reason they perpetrate on you and violate your rights is because you let them, because you're a lazy fuck. A lazy fuck. Look how many people were self-employed 100 years ago versus how many people are self-employed today. Everybody works for somebody else. Everybody's dependent on somebody else. You have no land, no fresh water, no resources. You cannot even wipe your own ass. You cannot even wipe your own ass. What happens if they cut the water supply? What do? Well, let me go to fucking Sam's Club and buy all the toilet paper up because 2 weeks of toilet paper, I need it for the monkeypox. You do not
who have
understand how
real
the game
power
is played.
became more... A long time ago, they gave up on themselves, and now they won't lift a single finger. While those who have real power became more than the rest. Became gods. They sit so high up that they can't see us as either a serious enemy or a trusted friend. They have only one problem, that they're not immortal. That just leaves you and me. Sometimes I benefit you, other times you me. Everyone plays a game of their own.
Think you're a player, do you?
I play like the great ones. Take the authorities. Quite unceremonious, but they do have a few lively plays up their sleeves with the people. Every couple of months, they let them blow off steam. Elections, Black Friday, a new auto plant, the latest installment of Star Wars, the Super Bowl. And the people just gobble it up. But when people have holes in their pockets and nothing to eat, who's responsible for that? So now...
They keep you distracted, bro. They keep you fucking distracted. What do they give you? They give you the fucking Super Bowl. They give you the fucking Super Bowl. They give you Black Friday. They give you TikTok.
Kylie Jenner.
Enough to keep you happy. Enough to keep you happy. And it happened with Rome. While Nero was destroying ancient Rome, he would put the Colosseum up. And you know what he said? If all we have to do is feed people, entertain them, and we control them. You give people food and entertainment, and you can wield them like a fucking slave.
Monkeypox and Kylie Jenner at the same exact time.
Amazing. Amazing. You know, a little bit of this for the people that are scared, and the people that aren't scared, let's entertain them with a little bit of bullshit. When the girl that has a little bit of plastic surgery and, you know, photoshops her photos because her life matters.
Without their beer and football, they need a sacrifice. And you can be certain that power will provide them with a patsy. And it'll be us. Understand? So that is the game. Here are people who don't care about themselves, and here's authority that doesn't care about them either. And here we are in the middle, who sort of owe something, but what and to whom? It's not clear.
How pure and simple. You're more naive than you look. But you're right in that we are like butter that is spread between a thin layer of caviar and moldy bread, which reminds me of a fairy tale. Once there lived a poor wolf, and nearby lived a very powerful and rich fox. They grow up together, were in the same class at school, but now they're in different social classes. The fox's life was like a fairy tale. One day the wolf came to him and said, "Teach me to do it. I'm tired of my life and I want to play with the big boys. I want to live like you. Tell me what to do." The fox answered, "Don't sweat it. I'll fix up a place for you. You'll have a cushy job. You'll sit in a chair, quietly catch fish, by the rules."
Hey, no. If you want freedom, come ask me for it. People, what do I do to make money? Tell me. You are dependent. A dependent imbecile. And what's going to happen? They're going to enslave you over and over and over again until you realize that they're perpetrating on your freedoms 24/7. And if you do not take control of your life, somebody will control.
They don't want to think for themselves. Most people would rather not think. They're not capable of it, so they just let the government, they let people in power, they let world health nonsense do it for them because it's hard to think. Most people just don't want to have any critical thinking skills, and they're getting distracted so much by TikTok that it's hard. It's hard because the programming is getting stronger and stronger. You're plugged into this 24/7. So as soon as you hear monkeypox, Kylie Jenner, and then you just don't think for yourself ever. The noise is stronger, so you need to block out the noise. Ignore the distractions and pay attention to it, or else they'll keep controlling you. 100%. Be aware of what they're trying to do. This shit is not good for you.
100%.
Tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do.
The fox answered, "Don't sweat it. I'll fix up a place for you. You'll have a cushy job. You'll sit in a chair, quietly catch fish, by the rules. Don't fuss. Take a lot here, a little there. Anything will do." So the wolf nervously looked around and saw that everyone was doing the same thing. And soon, it was all working. He caught big fish and little ones. One day, the fox came to get his share of fish, but the wolf said to him, "Sorry, brother, this fish is stuck to my tail." So the fox went and unstuck it. He cut the wolf's tail off and unstuck the fish. Good thing the wolf wasn't using his for bait. That's what happens when you play by someone else's rules.
Why are you telling me you're...
The moment you play by somebody else's rules, you owe them something. You are dependent on the system. The moment you become dependent on the system, you are a slave. And the problem is, you do not know you are a slave because you've been in the system from the moment you were born. That's why you can't spot it. You can't notice it. That's why us telling you these things, they're such a shock to you. It's such a bucket of cold water in your face. But most people have what is called cognitive dissonance when they see all the facts in front of them, but their mind is so blurred. It's so obscured by lies and corruption and lack of self-belief that even if you present them the facts and you show them the evidence, they will not believe you.
So you know what they do, and I've noticed this like every single time, when you say something and it questions their entire reality, their entire existence, they get emotional, they get angry, and they insult you. They say you're crazy. They say you're an incel. They say you're misogynist. You're homophobic. All these nonsense words to dismiss the legitimacy of what you're saying. So if I'm canceled, then you don't have to listen to me. If what I'm saying is like so against your entire ideology, just can't. I'm an incel misogynist. Boom, done. Dismissing. I'm stupid. That's exactly what they do. That's what the internet tells you to do.
Because they cannot attack the message, they attack the messenger.
Exactly.
Because the message is incorruptible and it's true. So they try to attack people. And guess what? People have fallacies. People are not perfect. Every single individual has fallacies. So you know what they do? They look at the messenger like, we can't attack the message. He has a valid point.
Let's belittle him.
Let's belittle him. Let's make him a small man.
Emasculate.
And that's the name of the
game.
game.
It's really simple. Wait, can you go back one more time? So what we need to do, if you believe what we're saying, and if you recognize that this is just the truth.
I need everybody. We have 595 people here. I need every single one of you motherfuckers to like this video because this shit needs to spread.
So if you understand that this just is the truth, there's no question about it, then we need to start spreading the message elsewhere. And you need to spam social media with it. We need to flood it because there's so much Kylie Jenner, Meg Thee Stallion bullshit. This is what people need to see. If you believe what we're saying and you want people to wake up, then this needs to be spread around. Can I get this and send it to my Discord?
Yeah, 100%.
And then we can spam it on TikTok?
100%.
People will see this.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a revolution starting. You will either be a part of history or you will be a bystander. We are rich as fuck. We understand how the game's played. We understand how to move. And guess what? I'm no longer trying to play this game by somebody else's rules. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to change the world. You need to understand that. The system is the system. Now, if you want to live outside of the system, you need to first understand who runs the system, what are the rules of the system, and how the fuck do you get out? That's what not break the system, not destroy the system. You're not going to. What are you going to go fight against trillions of dollars and hundreds of years of wealth and things that have been built up? No, you're not going to. I'm not here to change the game. I'm here to unplug individuals that are ready to be unplugged.
This man is Neo. I'm serious.
Let's run this shit.
Your tail's here. If you're so smart, then maybe...
When you play by someone else's rules.
Why are you telling me your tail's here? If you're so smart, then maybe you know a way out.
The way out, my colleague, is through the entrance. It's time to get out of this game. Look, yeah, we have money, and what good does it do? There is nothing for us to do in this country. The number of alcoholics and morons is larger than the whole population. It's all polluted, education doesn't exist, and that new auto plant? It's not real. There's no other way than to leave and wipe this nightmare from our brains.
To leave? And who's going to let you do this? You'll never forget this nightmare because it won't ever let you wake up. We do have money. But whose money is it? Is it yours, really? Can you actually spend it? Or offshore it? Can you legalize it? Give it to your
Invest in
children?
crypto.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't be like the others. You're in a trap, and the trap will only open its jaws once you are good and deceased. We can buy our way out of a criminal suit, maybe a nice mansion, a few cars, expensive tutors for the kids, but that's about it. See, you're like a hamster on a wheel, no freedom to be seen while the system rolls right on. Why don't I tell you a fairy tale, my special friend? Once there lived a smart guy like you. He found a job, settled in, and slowly rolled along with his life. Then he looked around and rolled a bit faster. He was allocated a budget and he administered it wisely, and by the rules, he got his cut. You know what I mean? Why would you ever build a fence for $1 million when it can be done for so much more? So he rolled on like this. The books looked good. Sometimes they didn't quite balance, but mostly it was a well-oiled machine. He'd give a taste to get off in court, give a taste to avoid an audit, he'd give a taste to whomever caught him and get away. But came the day he decided, enough. I've made enough for myself and my kids. No more risk. Everything can change. I'm leaving the game. Quietly. I need to move my money out and leave. I got away from Grandma. I got away from Grandpa. I got away from the traffic cop, the prosecutor, and the tax police. And I can get away from you, Mr. Fox.
And what?
What? Just letting him go would have been a total loss for the Fox. Nobody leaves. The Fox hates feisty people. To those who want to leave, he gives a very tough time.
It's a tough time, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get out of the system, it's not fucking easy. It's not meant to be easy, but it's possible. You need to dedicate your life to getting out. And that's why I respect people like T, right? Cobra Tate. I respect the fuck out of him. I've talked to him on a regular basis. I've helped him on some business endeavors and things like that. Because why? And the same thing here. I flew Sneeko out. I was like, hey, bro, like we need to join forces because the reality of the situation is this cannot be done by one individual person. This idea of a lone wolf that they're perpetrating on you, like, oh yeah, you're by yourself, you just gotta hustle, you gotta do it, figure out your own lane, don't trust nobody. You need a network, you need a circle, you need a
I
community,
immediately trusted
you need
Luke because
influence.
you can tell when somebody has good intentions and when somebody doesn't. Because there's so much evil that runs the world, it's pretty obvious to see when somebody's just trying to get something. But I could see that he really just had the same exact philosophy about the world and life that I did. And he recalled, and we had that first conversation we had on FaceTime for 3 hours. I was like, it really felt like I was Keanu Reeves and this was Neo trying to unplug me and really trying to spread and trying to help other people. That's his genuine intention. It's good intentions. Yes, he's a millionaire and stuff like that. But bro, you don't even have super chats on. This isn't for money. It's to wake people up because we're sick of the bullshit. Evil runs the world. Monkeypox is evil. Monkeypox, you fucking idiots. You think that comes from a place of love? That's something good? What is that? You can easily dissect when somebody has good intentions and when somebody doesn't if you pay attention. It's not easy. And I swear, what they're going to do is call you crazy. They're going to say I'm on drugs. They're going to say I'm an incel misogynist. That's dismissive nonsense. You can get angry. That's the first step, is to hear that you're in the matrix, that you're being brainwashed by monkeypox bullshit. You can get angry at me or get angry at the truth. Is it really my fault? Am I the bad guy? Or is monkeypox? Is World Health the bad guy?
What I realize is the reason people get upset is because what you've done is you've shown to them that most of everything that they
is a
believe
lie.
Is a lie. And when you realize that your life is a lie, you've realized that you've wasted it. Now, a lot of you are young enough, our parents, our grandparents,
They're in too deep. Your parents are in too deep.
You have to look at these people and understand that they came up in a different situation. All you had was a box. That was where you got your information, and you got the information from a newspaper. There was one gatekeeper, whoever controlled the news and whoever controlled the newspaper. That's where you got your information. That's where your parents got the information, right? But you have the internet. You have the power at your fingertips to decide the information you want to consume, the life you want to live. And yes, they're going to censor the information. That's the name of the game.
So we need to work together. That's why you can't be alone.
Welcome to the plan. But guess what? What they did during the Inquisition, they burned all the books. They burned all the books. Why? Because the educated man is a free man. The uneducated man is a slave. Do you think when they're fucking putting people in the cotton fields that they let them read? That they let them pick up a fucking book? No. They didn't pick up a book. They were too busy working. Too busy slaving away for the master. And what happened was it went from let's whip this person into submission to let's create a little fake currency and lie to them into submission. Warfare is no longer about bullets and guns and shotguns and missiles. It's about the control of information. And whoever controls the information controls the narrative. And the narrative is biased. And the narrative right now is run by the fucking elites. And it will always be run by the elites. But you have a chance to stand out. You have a chance to be different. Let's continue, baby. Spam 1 if this is valuable to you guys. I want to see this shit on social media.
And spam 2 if you're going to get the monkey jab.
If you're going to get the monkeypox.
If you're going to put a butt plug in your... Fuck.
Watch this shit, bro. Did you see what they're doing now in China? What they're doing now in China in the fish markets, they're actually PCR testing the fucking fish that are alive down their throat. They're swabbing them, putting them out because they can't sell fish that have COVID. How does that make any fucking sense, dude? It makes no sense. Well,
Quietly, I need to move my money out and leave. I got away from Grandma. I got away from Grandpa. I got away from the traffic cop, the prosecutor, and the tax police. And I can get away from you, Mr. Fox.
And what?
What? Just letting him go would have been a total loss for the Fox. Nobody leaves. The Fox hates feisty people. To those who want to leave, he gives a very tough time. Bounces them from the tax police to the DA to court, bleeds them dry, and tosses them in jail. You asked for it, gingerbread man. Why are you silent? Hello? Are you even here?
Leave him alone. He looks like he's asleep. What can I say? You seem to be making some good points, so I didn't chime in. So what do you want? To win? or not to lose?
Not to lose.
It doesn't matter. How is it possible to win or lose in a game where the rules are constantly changing but are never changed by you?
You don't understand the rules of the game because the rules are controlled. The rules are manipulated 24/7. The moment you do this, they change it to that. The moment you change to that, they change it to this. You're playing in the fucking limbo. You're playing in a system that you're never going to be able to get out of. Do you understand? And the first way you get out of this system is by understanding the rules of the game, becoming extremely wealthy, wealthy of the mind, which will lead to wealth of the pocket, and eventually you get to move and operate in a way like these individuals do. If you're bound by money, you're fucked. If you're bound by the opinions of others, you're fucked. If you're bound by the information that you see online, you're fucked. Absolutely screwed. You need to hold on to nothing. You need to be able to reinvent yourself over and over and over again. If not, you're going to get screwed. That is the name of the game.
Seem to be making some good points, so I didn't chime in. So what do you want? To win or not to lose?
Not to lose.
It doesn't matter. How is it possible to win or lose in a game where the rules are constantly changing but are never changed by you? I want to tell you a story too. There once was a turnip that grew very, very big. They started tugging it in different directions but just couldn't pull it out. The turnip creaks, but it won't come out. Then one smartass said, why don't we just grab the turnip together and pull it in the same direction? They grabbed it, pulled really hard, and pulled out the turnip. It shined gloriously like the sun, so beautiful, so smooth. When the turnip was just sitting there, no one got anything at all. But after it was pulled, everyone had enough. There is one way alone for us to agree amongst ourselves, to finally write some rules ourselves. And that's when it will start. Our game. Ourselves way alone.
You gotta run the game, baby. You gotta play the rules. And then eventually you make your own. That is how the game is played. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Luke Belmar. For those that don't know me, at Luke Belmar on Instagram. We have Sneeko here. SHNEA.
Sneeko or Sneeko, just look me up on TikTok.
Look him up on
YouTube,
TikTok, YouTube. He's trending all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen.
500 million views in a week because it's a revolution that I'm really trying to start. I want people to see this information. I'm sick of the bullshit. And if you're sick of the bullshit too, you can clip up the stream and post it on TikTok. It's so easy to go viral because people need truth. And even if they hate it, oh my god, incel, they still have a modicum of like human left in them. And so they watch, but they can't believe us because it questions their entire reality. And they have to believe that everything that they've been told and everything that they do, everything they consume is a lie. And so it's difficult. So you attack us instead. But that's why we need to keep posting this. That's why we're going to keep on going viral. We need to wake people up. They're going to keep on censoring it, but fuck them.
And the reason it goes viral is because people resonate. People resonate with truth. Deep down, you know that something is wrong. From the moment you're born, something doesn't add up. Do you think it's normal to sit in a fucking chair for 8 hours a day with concrete walls around you, where you have to raise a hand in order to speak,
to the flag of the United
where you
States
have to
of
ask for
America.
permission to take a piss? You're requested to have what? A hall pass.
To walk.
To walk because you are not free.
And then if you can't do it, then you're mentally disabled. You
And
have
if-
a mental disability.
Or
and
they
give
call
you
your
pills.
parents, why is your son rebellious? Why is your son against the system?
And they manipulate your parents with fear. Why, what's wrong with my son? Pills, pills, pills. My heart's beating. I'm sitting still. I don't know what's going on, and I'm 10.
Maybe the reason you're sitting down and you're 10 is because you actually want to go and live the life of a fucking kid, right? So the moment you're born, they tell you, what is the life you want to live, the job that you want to have? Sit down and raise your hand, shut the fuck up, read this book. If you don't read it and memorize it and write down exactly what you memorize, you fail. Imagine telling a 6-year-old you are a failure. Do you understand how you're conditioning humanity to think? That if you don't abide by this set of rules, you fail in life. That's what they're telling you.
They train you for
fail
9 to
in
5.
life.
They train you to be a slave to the system. Here's lunchtime. Here's recess time. This is when you can have a snack. This is when you go home. Here's the cafeteria. Here's a tray of food. Sit down, obey. This is the detention time. Don't say these words. Don't do this. Go to this room. Say this. Don't say that. It's all conditioning.
And the little boy transitions into a man, and nothing changes. The little boy wants to be liked by every other little boy, so what does he do? He does what every other little boy does. These other little boys, they're not leaders, they're followers. They're following what the system is telling them. That's why there's bullies, right? That's why people get bullied. And eventually, they go into university. Now they do what every other university student does. They don't question the beliefs. They don't question why they're drinking. They don't question why they party. They don't question why they fuck some random hoe. They just do it because everybody
else
does
is
it.
doing it.
Then you transition out of university and you go into the workforce. And what do?
Pay off your debt.
Try to pay off your debt, right? And we talked about the debt system and how the school credit system and how debt slavery really is designed to keep people enslaved long term. Do you think, by any stretch of your imagination, that if university had any sort of competitors, that they would survive? The reason people go to university is for one simple reason: because they get access to loans in order to go to university. So what do private institutions do? Well, I mean, I guess we can just charge them a fucking gazillion dollars, but you've been indoctrinated to believe that it's not a scam. How the fuck is it not a scam that a piece of paper dictates your future? A piece of paper dictates your future,
You have
your
a barcode.
capabilities as a human.
They scan you. You're literally just a barcode, a little check, and then all they do is just milk your energy for the rest of your life.
We got 666 people watching. I don't like that number. Let's add some more motherfuckers in this chat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wake up.
But not everybody will. Not everybody will. They don't know how to change up their whole mindset. They will stay.
Nor is it your job to wake people up. Your job is to wake yourself up. Because when you're living in truth and you're living a life that is designed to be free, and a life that is designed with purpose, and you have goals and objectives, you don't have time to be thinking about other people. But you need to lead not with your words, but by example. That's why over the last 2 years I disappeared, and that's why you'll see our come up. It'll be astronomical. It'll be incomprehensible to the average mind. Why? Because we are prepared. We've developed our skills, we've developed our network, we've developed our resources to be unstoppable. And over the last 2 years I realized that people will follow my life not because of the words that I say, but because of the example that I leave with my actions. And you can do the exact same, but you have to be willing to risk it. It's the exact same thing that Braveheart said in the movie. He said, "Give me freedom or give me death." Why would you live a life of a fucking slave?
It's easier. It's easier to not think, and it's easier to just trust it. Why question everything, and why live in a life of anger? Because realizing the truth is an angry life. The first thing you'll do is like, I hate this. They're taking away all my freedom.
The first step to changing something is to realizing that there's a problem. That is the first step to changing, is to realizing that there is a problem. I want you to talk a little bit about kind of like how people can be clipping stuff. How does that kind of work? So we can, for all these viewers that aren't doing that, how they do it.
There's people in here. I see people like with the name Sneeko clips and stuff like that. I have 500 million views. Hashtag Sneeko has 500 million views on TikTok in less than a week. We're taking over. And then soon I'm going to start an affiliate link, and then people can make money off of it too. If you want to learn how to be an independent creative, that's the first step to make it out of the matrix, is making money online through crypto. But what I know, what I've been doing for 10 years, I have 1 million subscribers on my main channel, Sneeko. I know how to make videos and not be a slave. I don't have a job. What I do is I make videos. If you want to do that too, that's how you make it out. I don't have he said, come to Puerto Rico, I came to Puerto Rico. There's nothing binding me to anything. I can do what I want because I'm an independent creative. So what you can do is you can download the stream, you can clip it up, make it spicy, make it vertical, make it look high quality, add captions to capture all these stupid people with dumb attentions. They need boom, boom, boom. They need loud captions every second because their mind cannot look at something without something they need flashy stuff. So make good captions, maybe add some music.
And most of you guys have nothing better to do. Zero.
And
so might as well make some fucking money.
Yeah.
Next video, baby. I want to show you guys something that comes from a movie. I don't know what the movie is, but we're gonna clip it, and let's put this one, because this one I believe is gonna go viral and it's gonna do extremely well. By the way, guys, Capital Club is launching over the next month or so. It is going to become the largest decentralized entrepreneurial network on planet Earth, focused on creating, multiplying, and preserving wealth. Right? So I'm in the business of teaching people how to become absolute killers, because I've done it myself. I've made tens of millions of dollars over the last 2 years. I've multiplied my net worth by 40x thanks to e-commerce and crypto. Boom, baby. Revolution has begun.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say in one sentence or less what... you know what I mean. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's...
Lies.
Freedom and freedom. All the same bullshit ass responses. Freedom and freedom.
Let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No. I'm going to hold you to an answer on that.
Maybe
What?
let's run this from the start, guys, real quick, because I want the shit clipped and we're going to run this properly. Let's get a higher quality one right here if we can. I'm going to get higher quality one. I don't think it's possible. I think it's like
480's higher than 360 though.
480. Maybe it's this one. Let's see.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one seems good.
This one looks good. Okay, this one is top quality. There we go, baby.
Okay, say the name of the clip real quick.
The name of the clip is, can you say why America is the greatest country in the world? And by the way, guys, I love the opportunity. I come from a third world country, okay? I come from a third world country. I came to the United States in 2014 with $200 in a suitcase. I worked in the fucking dish pit. I was homeless. I grinded, I waited tables, I knocked on doors to get a place to live, I knocked on doors to sell fucking books, door to door. I was, what else did I do? What was the other bullshit that I did? I did every sort of peasant job that you could do. I cleaned toilets, I fucking mopped the floors, everything in order to scrape up enough money in order to become free. And America has given me a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, it is a system that is designed to keep you enslaved. If you can utilize the system to your advantage, you win. But if the system utilizes you, you lose. So figure out how you beat the system.
Of you. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No. I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
Oh my God.
Why would you say that?
Did he say we're not the greatest place on earth? Even though I've never left my state? Oh, what's better, the Indians down south, the terrorists in the Middle East, or the freaking people that are in tribes down in Africa? No, we're the best. But we're overweight, we're obese, we have the country with fucking crazy statistics where we're absolutely fucked, and this man's gonna explain it to us.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey, and with a straight face, you're gonna tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories. Number of incarcerated citizens per capita.
1 out of 4 African Americans are in prison. Yet the government tells you what? Oh, we need equality, we need equity. But they'll put you in the fucking pin for having some cannabis, for having some weed.
Who owns the prisons?
How is that freedom? Most of the prisons around the United States are privately owned, so it's in their interest to keep you in there. Why? Because you are a product for profit.
A slave.
A slave. Outside you're a slave, inside you're a slave anywhere you go. At least don't be in a fucking sardine box.
but a number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe my cognitive dissonance is
Sure used to
beyond
be.
repair. It sure used to be.
We stood up for what was right. We fought for
Principles.
moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence.
I love how
Acted like men?
I
That's a
love how
little bit-
the entire conclusion of why society is fucked is because people right now have no intelligence and they don't act like men. Right? So what are they going to try and destroy? Your masculinity and your intelligence. They're going to keep you dumb as fuck and they're going to keep you a pussy. That's the guy's literally telling you, like, all these things that have been built and designed are for this exact reason.
Cultivated the world and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy.
Oh, monkeypox. Oh, are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican?
Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed.
Informed.
By great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
And that's the moral of the story, is that you have to recognize, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I fulfilling my fullest potential? Am I where I'm supposed to be? And if the answer is no, what do I need to do to get there?
You should be angry. It should piss you off that you're not.
It should piss you off.
That
If you're not
living
rich,
up to your
you should be upset. You should be upset. You should be upset because the life that you have is the life that you chose, and if you want different options in your life, you have to be willing to make different decisions. You can't do what the peasants do and expect the life of a king. It is impossible. It is by design impossible. You sow what you reap, and I'll continue teaching this principle, and that every single person in the world is self-made, but only the rich will admit it. And the reason the rich will admit it is because it's enjoyable, right? You've achieved something. But the fat fuck eating Twinkies in a basement full of mold, guess what? He is not going to admit it. He's going to point fingers. The poor person working at McDonald's, he's going to blame his boss. He's going to blame his boss. The shitty attitude he has, he's going to blame his boss. Why? Because it's hard to assume responsibility. But if you see the problem and you want to solve it, you must look in the mirror, because chances are you are the problem. You are the problem.
No.
No, I'm not the problem. It's Biden.
It's not my fault.
It's Biden, bro. Do you understand Biden?
We need to mobilize voters.
I was talking to Gary Vee a couple weeks ago in a chat, and he said, I made tens of millions of dollars with Bush. I made tens of millions of dollars with Clinton. I made tens of millions of dollars with Barack, Trump, and Biden. He's like, it doesn't fucking matter. If you're a killer, you're a killer. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter. But most of you guys want to point blame of the finger.
Orange man bad.
Orange man bad. Old man that has dementia bad. All this shit. But at the same time, everybody was cashing their stimmy checks. Nobody was upset. Nobody was upset. But what did it cost you? It cost you everything. We're $31 trillion in debt, and you ain't even upset about it. You don't even understand the situation that you sit in. The last video I want to show you guys today is a video called The Fourth Turning, and then we're going to wrap it up because me and Sneeko, I'm about to take him to live the life of luxury. We're about to go hang out oceanfront, have a good
Live
time,
life,
have a
man.
couple cigars,
And,
have some $50 cocktails.
We're gonna live
run
life,
this
but
bitch.
see, this is what happens. Like people who are stuck in the matrix, they're in the chat right now. Like they're saying, Sneeko needs therapy. What is he doing?
Let me explain to you
and
something
I
about
told you
therapists.
you would do this because, but let me
Bro,
make a point.
hang on. Let me explain to you something about therapists. Do you think a motherfucker that has 4, 8, 10 years of career
No real man is a therapist.
is going to
Real men don't go into therapy.
Real men look at the problems that they have in their life and they ask, why do I have this problem and what do I need to do to fix it?
Bitches cry about it to another man in an office on a couch. Stupid. But this is what happens. I'm telling you, can see it. The bots in the chat right now.
Hang on. Let's. I want to reason with these individuals for 1 second.
Okay,
all right. I want to reason with these individuals for a second because here's the thing. At one point in our life, we were in a similar situation. Brother or sister, whoever you are, listen to me. I want to speak to you. I want to speak into your.
Multi-millionaire speaking. Listen up.
I want to speak into your
He's
life.
richer than you. Listen
I
up.
want to speak into your life because I used to be in a situation that you're in. Look at the life that you have. Just evaluate it. Don't be upset. Don't look at it with emotion. Look at the life that you have and ask yourself, is this the life that I want? Like, is this the extent of my life? Like, is this the life that I want? If the answer is no, find people, role models in your life and pull pieces. Hey, I want this guy. This guy has a successful marriage, or this guy's successful in business. This guy has a healthy body, and start adopting those habits. Let me tell you something. You don't know everything.
You don't know anything.
You need to be in a place of humility so that you can understand the flaws that you have for your own sake, dude. When you're dead, it's not going to affect me. Do you understand that? That your comments aren't going to affect my bank account. Your comments are not going to affect whether I pay my rent, whether I pay my mortgage, whether I buy a house, it doesn't affect. Like, your comments don't mean anything. No, you do not need therapy. What you need is self-reflection. And instead of looking at other people and being like, oh, this guy's crazy, ask yourself, is there anything that he said that could apply to me? Yeah, sure, I might disagree with this, I might disagree with that, and you're fine to disagree, but ask yourself, is there any value in what's being shared? Any value? And how can that use that to make me better? Let me ask you a question. Somebody said, literally nothing you can do at the age to make 10K a month, dude, you're dreaming. Dude, I pay my mortgage. My mortgage is $15,000 a month. My mortgage is $15,000 a month. It's pennies. It's bullshit. It's bullshit money. It's paper money. But once you say that, you've capped your mind. So I'm speaking to those people. You know, you look at the life. You look at your body. A lot of people get those little tummy tucks, or they get the little wraps around their stomach because they're waist trainers. Or they want to put the fucking leggings to hold up the cottage cheese, right? And the truth is, look at yourself naked in the mirror and ask yourself, is this the body that I want? No. Okay, well, what are you willing to do about it? Open up your bank account. Most of you motherfuckers don't open up your bank account because you don't want to face the reality of the situation that you live in. Instead, you want to go over the weekends, fucking party around, bullshit around, fuck a hoe or two, think that you're important, thinking that you're the G. You ain't the G, motherfucker. You're a clown.
I've been that guy.
You're a clown.
I've been that guy.
So let me explain something to you. You need to live with purpose. You need to live with goals. I'm speaking to you guys because I truly care, okay? I truly care. And somebody said, will I fuck myself? Somebody said, let Sneeko speak. All right, Sneeko, what do you think, brother? What do you think about this whole conversation before we wrap up and go to the last video?
Will I fuck myself? Is that the question?
Oh, no, I don't know what the question is. Somebody said fuck partying.
Just ignore distractions, chat. And you can get mad at me, or you can get do you realize how small-minded you are to get mad at me and to say that I need therapy when they're telling you to get the monkeypox jab, you stupid idiot? There's something way bigger. They're trying to take away all your freedoms. They want you to stay inside and obey. And you're in this chat right now saying I'm crazy. Okay, fine. We're about to go to El Dorado, smoke cigars, and be in the sun in beautiful Puerto Rico while you stay on the internet, get mad, and be broke. Which life do you want? This is the life I want to live. I want to be as rich as him. That's why I listen up. You should listen up to people that know more than you. Don't get mad at them at the internet. Get mad at this. Idiot. Monkeypox is happening. That's all I gotta say. And if you want to clip this up, put it on TikTok, you'll easily go viral. You can see the bot mentality. You can get money soon. Capital Club with Luke, and my creativity kit is dropping next week. We're working on the website and everything. You can learn how to be an independent creative, and also there's going to be an affiliate link. Everybody, you get to sign up on the TikTok. Bro, I got 500,000 views 500 million views in a week. 500 million. Wait till next week. This shit's taking over. We're not stopping. Fuck censorship.
We're
if
only
you're for
growing.
freedom, you with us. If you for freedom, you with us. If you want censorship, if you want monkeypox shots, then get out of here. Go do that.
Guys, we will mentor you into success. We will mentor you into becoming men. We will mentor you into becoming women of caliber. Because here's the thing, guys. Nobody's taught you this. I had to learn this by myself.
It's a long journey.
It's a process, but guess what? Every habit that is worth forming is hard at first. When you go to the gym at the beginning, it's hard. When you start learning a new skill, it's hard. But eventually it transitions from being, a habit to it becoming your lifestyle. And the moment it becomes your lifestyle is when your life changes. Guys, let's do the last video. I want to talk about The Fourth Turning. The Fourth Turning is a book I highly recommend that talks about where we are in history because history repeats itself. And after this, we're going to wrap up. Guys, we have 643 viewers. Make sure that you like this video right now. It's extremely important for me that you like this video.
And share it with the bot.
Share it with the bot. Share it with the person that's trying to get out as well. There's a lot of people that understand that the world is fucked, but they don't have the answers. They don't have the access. They don't have the network, right? And what is happening right here in this chat is not normal, guys. The average person today is sitting in their home after working a 9 to 5. They went partying last night. They fucked around. They have a hangover. They're living a shitty life. Their girl comes in, bitches at them, says, "Oh, you're going to go hang out with the boys today? Oh, but what about my time?" And you have no control over your life. Guys, even these guys that I know that have money, I'll hit them up, be like, "Yo, you want to hang out? Oh, let me go ask my girl." Bitch. Have all the money in the world, but you're still a pussy. All right, the next one is called The Fourth Turning. This is a video. Shout out to Van Neistat. He's the creator of this video. He read a book, and what he did is he summarized it. And this is a good summary of the world and what is going to be happening. It's a 10-minute video. We're going to watch it because it's extremely important. If you made it to this point in the chat, I want you to take a breather. Okay, I want you to take a breather. I'm not in it for the fucking views. I'm not in it for retention. I'm in here to speak to the people that are awake. Okay, so let's get started with this video. Sneako's hasn't seen this video either, so he's gonna be quite shocked. But let me tell you something about history. Just like the seasons, winter, fall, summer, autumn, history repeats itself, and it repeats itself in cycles over and over and over again. And right now we're entering into a cycle, into the end of a cycle. It's called The Fourth Turning. Tony Robbins talks about it. Ray Dalio, billionaires, they talk about it publicly. Okay, and Ray Dalio has a book. It states it's called Principles on How to Navigate the New World Order. I think that's what it's called, right? And he talks about the cycle of the S curve, and the S curve is basically a curve of where the United States is in its progress. Right now, it's on decline mode. Tony Robbins talks about this as well. So I want to play this video.
A lot of my viewers are coming in right now. Someone says, "Stigo, you know this nigga lame. Stop playing." Yo, can you flash your watch to the camera real quick?
I mean, this is just
like he's not a flexy type dude. But let me flex for him because I want this watch too.
Bullshit,
I want that watch. Yo, look at that watch, pussy. Don't you want that? Bullshit. You should listen to somebody who got a watch like that because I know damn well you don't got it.
Here's the thing. I don't know who said that, but bro, if I'm lame, imagine what you are. And I know I'm lame, okay? Like, I'll recognize I'm lame. Like, I'm not amazing. But every day I have 20 grand on me. I drip 20 grand. It's not a lot. Some people drip $1 million. That's fine. But I'm in my mid-20s, and I figured out something. How to make tens of millions of dollars. How to do whatever the fuck I want. I've been to 40 countries. I've been around the world. I speak 3 languages. I'm working on my 4th one. So if I'm a loser and I'm lame, imagine you. I don't know. Maybe you're amazing. But it ain't me. Maybe you're amazing.
A book about how and when history repeats itself. And this is what the book said. History repeats itself in 80-year blocks called saeculum, but we'll just call them history blocks. Not exactly 80 years. This is history, not math. But roughly the span of a human lifetime, maybe 80 to 90 years. Within these 80-year history blocks, we have 4 turnings of around 20 years each. We usually call them generations. This book calls them turnings. Turnings are sort of like seasons, like spring, summer, fall, winter. Throughout our history, we've had these 80-year blocks, and the 80-year blocks have been remarkably similar to each other. We're in one now. The first turning, the first season, is a high, an upbeat era. The second turning is an awakening, a passionate era. The third turning is an unraveling, a downcast era. And the fourth turning, well, sorry, but fourth turnings suck.
Which one do you think?
The fourth turning is a crisis, an era of upheaval. We're in a fourth turning right now.
Crisis for sure.
So let's take a look at our seculum, our history block. The history block that we're in the crisis of right now. Our high began after our World War II victory. By our, we mean America's. These are America's history blocks and turnings. During a high, the getting is good. We had the most even distribution of wealth during our high. You could work at a gas station and afford to buy a house. This high is the period that the MAGA hats refer to.
You used to be able to buy a house for $7,500. You could work a factory job and buy a house, sustain your family. Your wife would stay at home, raise your children. In a scenario where, you know what the government did? They're like, maybe we make things a little bit more expensive so that the wife can stay also at a job. And guess what? Guess who's going to raise the children? The system. Because if you control the future, you control the nation.
So this one was one
we got Hank Williams and Elvis and Little Richard and the birth of rock and roll. We launched monkeys and men into space. This is when the Mustangs and Corvettes first came out. Our high ended with the assassination of John F. Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963. The high is not a high for everyone, of course. America still had a segregated South. Homosexuality was illegal and considered a mental disorder.
Yeah, I would say it was just a high. I think America was only great if you were a white guy. Like, it was not, I could not have all the benefits of...
Sure, absolutely. But here's the thing. We need to take the principle, because it's not just at a U.S. level, it's at a global scale. Somebody said, how do we know you're telling the truth? You don't. That's why it's up to you to make your own conclusions, do your own research, and figure it out.
So you can believe monkeypox, you can go stay inside and quarantine again, or you can listen up. Like, pick one. Who do you think is right?
The high is a period of conformity. The age of nonconformity and of social justice begins during the Awakening, our passionate era. During the Awakening, we had Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, acid, Vietnam protests and Vietnam itself, the Women's Liberation Movement, Stonewall and the Gay Rights Movement, great movies, great music. This is when the first Macintosh computer came out. The Awakening is a time of increasing individualism. This second turning, this awakening, ended with the re-election of Ronald Reagan in 1984. Things get messy during the third turning, during the unraveling. We got the fall of Soviet communism and the beginning of the Russian gangster state. The greatest musicians of the time sang about violence and decay in their deteriorating cities. The LA riots, OJ, the bombing of Bosnia, and the Columbine high school shootings on the same day. September 11th, the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Our unraveling ended with the financial crisis of 2008. A fascinating fact about this book is that it was written during the last third turning, published in 1997. But the book predicts now, what's happening now in this fourth turning. And what's happening now is right on schedule. "80 years ago, in the last fourth turning, America had her Great Depression, then World War II. 80 years before that, the Civil War. 80 years before that, the Revolutionary War. Now it's our turn to save the country." So where do you fit into all this? What's your role? It depends when you were born. Each generation, each cohort, tends to embody a specific archetype. An archetype that will move the society towards the next high. Each generation's archetype is the characteristic that will define the generation in its prime, in midlife. The boomer archetype is the prophet, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs are boomers and prophets. Both predicted that one day everyone, not just big corporations and governments, would own a computer. Gates even predicted a crisis like COVID-19 5 years beforehand.
Because he runs the shit.
The writers of this book are boomers and prophets. Gen X is the nomad generation. The quintessential Gen Xer, Elon Musk, builds things that move us from one place to another. Rockets, electric cars, hyperloops, nomadic devices. But the millennials, raised during the unraveling, will emerge as the hero generation during this crisis. These are the Parkland High students, the frontline hospital workers, and Malala Yousafzai. The book says millennials will be the World War II heroes of our history block. We don't know what Gen Z will do, but they will be an artist generation. From them will emerge the next Bill Withers, Toni Morrison, or Bob Dylan, all born during the last crisis, all from an artist generation.
I want to be that.
The history block before ours ended with World War II and began with the Civil War, 80 years prior. The history block before that ended with the Civil War and began with the end of the Revolutionary War, 80 years prior. Every 80 years or so, something big comes along and changes everything. And now, we're at the end of our history block, right in the middle of our crisis. We're in the process of changing our world again. The authors of The Fourth Turning tell us that these crises are like forest fires. Unpleasant, but necessary, they clear the woods for new growth. As we work towards our next high, this crisis will tilt the playing field away from the old and towards the young, they tell us. But the victory is not guaranteed. We will, each of us, need to rise to the occasion during this crisis. We will need to develop and fortify our virtues as we pursue a greener pasture.
The point is here, guys, it's very simple. We are in the fourth turning. You're going to decide whether you're going to be the hero of the story, whether you're going to be allowed to be played by history, or whether you're going to be an absolute noob. And that's up to you.
A lot of noobs in the chat, but
and it's fine. And
most people will be
and it's
noobs.
fine. People are beginners, right? And that's the name of the game, right? Like there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of people where you're still learning into these things, right? You're still growing. Let me explain something to you guys. You're either going to be an actor in the stage of history, or you're going to be a viewer. You're going to take life by the balls, and you're going to live a life of purpose, or you won't. And that's completely up to you. My goal every time we stream is that you leave better than you came. If you're leaving better than you came today, guys, please leave a comment. All right, I'm leaving better than I came. It's extremely valuable and encouraging for me. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the name of the game. The name of the game is self-development. The name of the game is progress. The name of the game is growth. If you are not practicing these things, if you do not take life with intention and by the balls and become a man of courage, a man that stands up for what is right, that has values, that says no when he needs to say no, that he says yes when he needs to say yes, that he protects, he defends, and he honors, then what are you? You're a slave. You must develop, you must grow, and you must be intentional. I'm your host, Luke Belmar. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like. Please leave a like on this stream. It's extremely important for me. I don't like this amount of viewers.
It's been stuck at 666 for a second.
That's all good. It's all good.
Why is it stuck on that? Are they...
Why
is it not moving? Why it's been moving the whole time and it has not moved from that. You can't end. Okay, there we go. 670. It's made it at a good number now.
There we go. If you guys are leaving better than you came today, this video will be uploaded right after. I need you guys to come back, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and leave a comment. All right, I want you to leave a comment as this movement grows. By the way, people are asking me what we're drinking. It's a Perrier. It's organic. It basically has the same caffeine as a cup of coffee. It's just sparkling water with mate, which is an herb from South America that has high caffeine. Guys, hopefully today you're better than you were yesterday. Tomorrow I'll see you on chat. Tonight is Sneako's stream. You guys will be seeing him. Cracks me up every single time he goes on stream. Maybe, but we're gonna go have a good time. We're gonna go win. We're gonna go smoke a couple cigars, hang out with a couple of my buddies, and live the life. Because the life that you have is the life that you chose, and the life that you have is the life that you deserve. Oh yeah, but this happened to me. Yeah, but this happened to me. Stuff happens to every person. The question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about the life that you have? Today you're sitting wherever it is that you're sitting, whether you're sitting in a place where you don't want to be.
I'm going to cry in a YouTube stream chat. That's what I'm going to do with my time.
Oh, and then we have the book recommendation of the day. We have the book recommendation of the day. By the way, guys, if you're not reading books, I want you to understand a very basic principle. If you are not self-developing, nobody will develop for you. It's like expecting somebody to go to the gym.
Hand it to you, yeah.
It's like expecting somebody to go to the gym on your behalf and you getting fucking fit.
Yeah.
How does that make any goddamn sense? It makes no sense. You got to put in the work.
Take charge for yourself.
You got to put in the work. And the moment you put in the work, guess what you're going to have? You're going to be happy. Why? Because you're going to be proud of your accomplishments. You did something. You excelled. You beat your mind. You won. Every single day, victories, small victories. No, you don't go out and eat the shit food. No, you don't go out and listen to the shit music. No, you don't go out and fuck some random hoe. No, every day you live the life that you have because the life that you want is so much better. Be willing to sacrifice who you are today for who you will become. And I promise you that who you will become will be a man of excellence, a man of honor, and ultimately a man that you designed to be. That's the beauty of life, is that you can become the sculptor of your dreams. You can become the architect of your life, and it is up to you to control it. Book of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go get that shit.
This is a great stream. Can I send this to Musa?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna clip this up. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight. Wake up. Yo, bro. I'm glad that we can just make fun of the dummies now who just were so bot-minded during the COVID. Cause look at that. Monkeypox, you stupid idiots. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. That's why I get viewers, because most people are afraid to talk about this stuff. I'm not afraid to tell you you're dumb if you believe that. You're a dummy. Stupid. The government's laughing at you. Bill Gates is laughing at the bank. Be scared or take charge.
Laughing his way to the bank 24/7. All right, guys, the book for today is on war. War is not merely a political act, but also a political instrument. You need to understand that war is a tool that is utilized to push narratives forward. You need to understand this, right? Yesterday we talked about successful stories, right? Today it's on war. It's a very short book. I'm not giving you any like fucking crazy stuff, right? It's a small book that's it's 130 pages. You could finish this book in a day if you actually wanted to. Now you're going to understand when things happen, Ukraine, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, the desert storm, Vietnam, all this shit. You'll understand why. You'll get a perspective. So pick up this book. I know none of you guys have read it, obviously,
I haven't.
and most people will not read it. But the ones that do will be ahead. Let me tell you one thing: just become 1% better every single day, and that 1%.
Enrich your mind, ignore distractions. That's the
1%. 1% today is this, but as time goes on, that 1% makes a massive
And if you don't
difference.
believe me, if you think it's just like guru talk, you will continue to see it on my growth of my channel. In less than a week, 500 million views on TikTok, an app that I don't even have. I'm telling you, when you cut out distractions, you cut out annoying hoes, drugs, partying, and your friends that bring you down, and you just focus on yourself, your mind is capable of so much. This dude is the result of that. What you're seeing on TikTok is the result of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Luke Belmar. Sneeko, thanks for hopping on.
This is a really good stream.
I appreciate you, brother. We'll be on tonight. The life that you have is the life that you chose, motherfuckers. Let's run it. Appreciate you. Much love. Leave a comment. Leave a like as soon as this is done. And value, okay, is reciprocal. I'm asking you for that. I've given you an hour and a half in return. All right, guys. We're going to keep it real. And you guys have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and I hope you leave better today.